Hello everybody, and welcome to the final video of Silent Hill 2 Remake for the Part 7 second half of Lakeview Hotel, where we're going to finally finish the other world of Lakeview Hotel. I had left the last video at this exact area, which is why the introduction is a little different. However, tonight, I just kind of turned on my system and found out the game is still somehow at this location, and I was like, you know what? Since I was already exploring some of the second half of the area before the end of the last video's outro, I was like, you know what? Why not just start right here? That way I don't have to do any repeated content about it at the end. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video either way, and I always thank you guys ahead of time for watching these videos, as well as subscribing and following my Twitch channel and subscribing to my YouTube channel, which helps to, financially support the future videos that I do, as well as the equipment and improvements that I do to these videos, and helps me to grow. So thank you always for that. Now let's get started. Turn off the thing on the top right corner, and let's just jump right in and see the end. Okay, let's just go take a look around, see what we can find. I just got here, so I have no idea what is going on in this place. Hopefully nothing too scary. Go down this hallway. We'll see if I can find something that I can use for a paint can. I spent a good hour, maybe 2 hours, watching some YouTube videos with my mom, mostly about people who had their 15 minutes of fame and ended up ruining their entire reputation doing some really stupid shit for clout. So, it's kind of sad that that's what people, do to themselves for, clout or just content. And trying to keep their viewers interested. And, to me, it's like, after all the things that I've seen, honestly, I'm pretty content with how quiet things can be in my videos. It gives me concentration, It gives me the ability to feel like I'm actually enjoying my game. So there seems to be something down here. Oh, maybe, you know what? Okay, how about that cart? That cart that we found? But yeah, I just, I feel like if I had too many people, I don't know how I would feel about that, It's a lot of distraction, it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of not focused on the game. And to me, it's like, I don't know how I would feel about that. And a lot of people, love to talk to thousands of people, but, there's a time and a place for that. And I feel like with all the interruptions of stuff like that in a video game, it just completely deters the attention of people understanding what's going on. Maybe they just get bored of all the pauses and the stops with all these conversations, and that's why I try to limit them to some degree, And honestly, I'm really happy just having the people that I have. And sure, I would love to grow, but you know what? If it means trying to ruin my reputation to grow, I'd rather just not, I like to be a kind, caring, calm person, and that's just how I prefer it. And, if people want to see all the ones that troll others or prank others or do some really mean shit, it's like, that's what other people are for, but I'm not going to turn to that kind of thing, Just not me. We can either go to the basement or we can go to floor 2. I am going to assume we are on the second floor. We are. Okay, so we do want to go to the basement. And I have checked every corner, so it looks as though there's nothing else to search. So let's go on to the basement I'm really excited to start the next games though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a real big reason why I'm doing Silent Hill a lot lately is because I'm really trying to shove it out of the way. Not to say that I haven't enjoyed my time playing it, because I definitely, you know, love Silent Hill. I mean, I'm not like a massive fan of Silent Hill, but I love this game enough to, you know, enjoy it for a first time experience, but it's just a one and only time experience. I would never do this as like a routine kind of like replay content like Resident Evil.
Mama? Mama, I was looking for you.
She's completely lost it.
You're the only one left. Maybe then I can finally rest. Mama.
Yep, she's lost it. She's gone under complete dementia or psychosis or whatever the hell.
Wait. You're not my mama.
He should hug her and be like, I'll be your mama if you want me to. You can suck on my titty. My left nipple.
I'm sorry, Angela. I think you were right. What we're looking for, it's not here.
Poor James. Poor Angela, if anything, actually. Fuck James. Poor Angela.
For helping me earlier. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserve what happened.
No.
No, you didn't.
Angela,
No, you really didn't.
Don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me?
Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you for the welcome back. This is the final video of Silent Hill 2 Remake. It is absolutely for sure this time.
Care for me? Heal all my pain?
I definitely have a lot of words to say after this.
James. Give me back the knife.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself.
No, just don't want to give it back to you. I already know what you're gonna do with it. I already know what she's gonna do with it.
Doesn't change anything.
Try to harm herself or take her life. You know, Silent Hill 2, I'm not gonna lie, there's a really
There's hell in here.
really sense of sadness about this game. Really deep sense of sadness. I'll talk about
You see
it.
it too?
It just hits
For me,
different
it's
from the...
always like this.
Yeah, it just really hits different compared to the other Silent Hills. I definitely have a lot of words to say about it. I'll probably talk about it while I'm playing the game. Ah, this is actually a good moment for me to talk about it. You know, the thing about Silent Hill... Okay, so I've read about what Silent Hill really is, because, you know, we understand that there's the other world and then there's just the real world. But apparently a lot of people don't really truly know like what Silent Hill actually really is. Like, is it a place for only bad people? Is it a place to punish people that are bad? And you just don't know, right? Is this a monster? It is. So we'll talk about what Silent Hill really is, and then we'll talk about like the comparison of the other games versus this one. So Silent Hill is 3 different dimensions. Okay, you have the real world, you have the misty world, and then you have the dark world, which is otherwise, the other world as they call it. And the real world in Silent Hill, if you actually read about the lore or pay attention closely to the things that you find or even the cutscenes, they say that Silent Hill was a vacation place and it was a resort place. So the hotel, like where we're at right now, Lakeview, is actually very beautiful. Even in Silent Hill 3, when the detective was there, he even talked about how, he's never been here and he's never seen anything strange like monsters before. Oh, that was very strange. She just didn't die the same way as others. But, so basically the real world is a normal functioning society in Silent Hill where none of the residents, 312 to be cleared out, okay, is that, it's a completely normal functioning city that has no trouble whatsoever, no problems of like hauntings or monsters. And there's the misty world that is kind of like the dimension between the real world and the other world. And then the other world is actually not a real place, it's actually in their mind. It's actually that the character, for example, James, who is currently right now in the other world, right? Is that if anybody was to see him right now, if James was to be found in the real world, he's actually asleep right now. He's knocked out or fell asleep, or he's in a state of deep consciousness right now. And technically, if anybody found him, they wouldn't even know what the hell he's doing. Like he would just be, well, out of it, right? And so that's what's happening even to Angela and a couple other people. Is if they found Angela, she's probably lying asleep on the ground sleeping, and she's right now in the other world where her mind has kind of gone to this place that everyone seems to share, which is the other world, right? And the realm between, which is the misty world, is where people are kind of like not really there in existence, and then they're not really asleep either. It's kind of like a plane between. So you could be standing in the same room as James right now in the real world, but it would look like a completely normal room, normal life. But James, who is in the misty world, would be standing and can't see the person. They can't see him, but they can feel the presence of him, like he's almost there. And he's asleep, obviously, in a different area, and that's why he's in the other world. So that is what Silent Hill actually is. And aside from that, the comparison that I have for the other games. So we all know that Silent Hill is kind of a place that people can leave actively. You don't actually have to be here to, you actually don't have to be in Silent Hill. Everybody has the ability to leave Silent Hill anytime they want to. And even though it doesn't seem that way because of the way we've played the games, where the roads are broken or the streets are broken, that's because they're in the misty world. That's because they're in the other world. But if they returned back to the normal world, they would be able to leave. And it's all by choice, actually, which is the surprising part. But these people don't want to leave. They're seeking salvation or, forgiveness or, acceptance of something. And that's why they choose to come here. And when you think about all the other games, like number 3 as an example, there wasn't really like a whole lot of crazy sad things happening in that one. couldn't really connect too deeply with a lot of the characters because there was nothing too depressing about it. And really and truly, it was just Heather that was really just...
James.
Oh shit.
Leave her alone. Leave us both the hell alone.
It looks as though this is the boss fight I was talking about. The final boss fight. Or actually, no, the second from the final boss fight. So if you're actually curious why they keep on killing her, it's actually to remind him of the death of his wife, because she looks a lot like Mary. And Silent Hill's Pyramid Head is actually something that James created. He created Pyramid Head, and it was him wanting Pyramid Head to keep him in place, almost protect him and guide him along the path to face his past. That's what Pyramid Head is for, to force James to face his past. And
I know what you are. I know why I needed you.
kind of think of it as magic
It's
mushrooms.
all over now. I don't need you anymore.
They're like, well, you don't need me no more? Well, we're going to give you the fight of your life. So these two bosses, okay, they are immune on their helmets.
I'm ready.
They're very, very difficult to kill. But if you know how to dodge them just fine, you want to shoot them both. You gotta be careful because they will, you know, throw their spear at you. Okay, so that one's out. So they both share health bars, so you just gotta take out both of them anytime. Yeah, because they'll both die at the same time or something, no matter which one you shoot at. Oh my. Nice, that was a good hit. Yeah, it really doesn't matter which one you shoot, they're both gonna die either way, since they're one person technically. I read about this fight in the walkthrough, trying to figure out how much longer the game was, and I saw this fight and I read about this fight. That's actually their point of exposure right there, is when they throw the spear at you. Hopefully I'll have enough bullets, so I don't know if I'll have enough bullets for this shit. I don't know if that one landed. Oh shit, yikes, that was bad timing. I think he is almost dying. Yeah, I think he's almost dying. Problem is, I don't know how much more he's gonna take. Shit, that's not good. I have no more weapons. I have no more weapons. I have nothing left. Shit, I have no bullets left. Fuck. Damn it. please tell me that this fight is over. Please tell me that this fight is over. Yes. Yeah, they're dead. Yes! That's what I wanted. Yes! I ran out of bullets. Oh, crap. I got so lucky. I got so lucky. Holy crap. That could have been so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank God. Okay, so one is the rusty apple. Okay, so the difference is the healthy apple leads to the bad ending. The rusty apple leads to either the neutral or the good ending. But I will not be able to get the good ending because I missed a lot of the things that were required of trying to do the good ending. So for example, I have to look at Mary's photo and her note. So there should be some kind of letter in here. And it should be like a letter from Mary, although it's been like freaking forever. Here's the family photo. So I think that this might be... Nope. So we gotta look and see if we can find a letter. Okay, so that one is not it. I'm looking for Mary's letter. It should probably be... Is this it? Letter found in Southvale. We have so many letters, and I don't think we have the one that we're looking for. I wish that they kind of like put these letters in like a very specific order, because I have picked up so many of them, and we just don't know where it is. It could be anywhere for all we know. But either way, whatever. If it's not, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not, you know? But either way, all you have to do is look at like the letter from Mary a couple times. I think this might be a letter supposedly given to Laura by Mary. And then there was supposed to be the one that's like her photograph of her wife, and that helps you to get the good ending. You're also supposed to go around and apparently not kill monsters. How the hell do they expect you to go throughout the entire game and not kill monsters? What the... And you apparently can't spend more than 10 minutes total of being in a red state, which is bullshit. Like, they're asking for some big requirements for you to get the good ending. And I'm just like, you know what? I'll tell you why the good ending is not worth it, okay? I'll tell you why. Because James, even though he's looking for forgiveness, the thing about James, he doesn't really have anything to live for. I mean, think about it. He has no children. He has probably no family. He has no wife because he killed her. And he's kind of like in this very depressed, like kind of just very blah state now, you know? And I just don't imagine him really having much to live for. And this is why I would rather have the ending that I'm going to try to go for, which is like called like the water or something like that. I forget what it was. It's basically where James is gonna have nothing to live for, and you know, I won't spoil that ending, but I don't think the good ending really suits James, because even though he is seeking forgiveness, I just don't really see that being a valid reason after he killed his wife, has nothing to live for. And sure, people are thinking, oh, you know, he's still a human being and he deserves to have forgiveness. But to me, it's like, what if that was your sister or your mother that James killed and he's seeking out forgiveness? Would you agree that just because of his sexual frustration and just because she was sick and he got tired of her, that murdering her was okay? You know, he married her, for goodness sake, you know? I just don't see it as a valid reason, you know? I can't. So we're gonna go through the rusty door. Because the rusty one is what we want. And it affects the ending. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, I think more of it as...
James.
And also another thing about the good ending, you have to sit here in this hallway to listen to all of this.
I don't want any damn flowers.
So I'll walk slowly.
Just go home already. Look at me. I'm disgusting. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster.
It's horrible.
Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway.
It's horrible things to hear your wife tell you.
It'd be easier if they just killed me. But I guess the hospital's making a nice profit off of me. Why are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. Jesus. Wait.
See, she still loves him, still wants him there.
Don't go. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not gonna die. Help me.
That's sad. That's really heartbreaking. I think that might be the end of all of her dialogue. I want to talk a minute about Angela and Eddie and Mary and all that stuff. The reason why this video, okay, this very specific Silent Hill is the most important is because it really hits more closer about yourself and society. So for example, with the society part, Eddie, as an example, who was abused and, you know, verbally abused and harassed by people calling him fat and disgusting, and, you know, it made him feel horrible as a person, and he was, you know, he was alone, you know, it drove him crazy, and people treated him like shit, and that's why he turned into, you know, somebody that went crazy and tried to kill himself and ended up trying to kill me. And I mean, think about even Angela. Angela was sexually abused by her father, you know, to the point that she was feeling worthless, you know, and just neglected, and probably didn't have anybody love her or care for her. I mean, think about the words that Angela was saying, like, can you heal my pain? Are you going to be the one that's going to hold me and carry me? You know, basically make me feel better. And James didn't have anything to say. He didn't even know what to do. And that's why she's like, you know, she was okay with facing her doom, because she just wanted that pain to end. She even asked for the knife back so that, you know, we already know what she's going to do with it. You know, it's really hurtful to see things like that. Look at Mary. Mary, you know, nobody would want to be physically disfigured and sick and dying, and, you know, sometimes out of anger we shove people that we care about out of our life because we, you know, don't know how to deal with that pain when other people try to be around. And, you know, I'm pretty sure James tried to care. I'm pretty sure he tried to love his wife and still be there for her. But, you know, at the same time, he didn't know whether or not he could go through with it. I mean, currently I have a friend who has a mother who's going through dementia, age 7. And every day is always the same question every single day. And, you know, she's, you know, my friend is like 50 something and her mom's like 80 something. But, you know, I told her, you know, the one, she's like, sometimes I don't know if I want my mother to go through the dementia where eventually she's going to, you know, not be able to take care of herself anymore. She's hardly bathing, hardly eating. She's getting, you know, chaotic a little bit every single day. And it's like, me, I told her, the one thing is, I've gone without my family for almost 15 something years now. You know, it's been a really long time. But the one thing I find is that after all the anger and hatred that I've had for them, you know, just eventually you come to a point in your life where even though you look back at all the bad that people have done in your life, whether it's friends or family or anything, when you're alone and they're gone and you let yourself just sit in that darkness by yourself for too long, eventually all you really wish is that they were there. That even though if it was bad moments or even if it was like chaotic moments, you almost wish that they were still there because at least you had somebody there with you to just experience life with. And you know, it's really hurtful and sad when you're just by yourself. And I can understand, you know, what Mary was feeling, you know. Exactly. You know, I know it's because I try to look at things from a different perspective. You know, I try to do this with all games because I really do try to look at life from their perspective, you know, and I do this for every game, every movie. But it's like, you know, with James, the reason why I don't think that the good ending suits him is because if I was James, as an example, sometimes when you go through too much pain, there's nothing that can really truly heal the void that's inside of you. You know, with everybody gone in your life and there's nobody left and everything, there's not really much left for you to live for, but the one thing that you can at least die with is some closure and peace in your life. And this is why when people even get old, that they try to find closure and peace in their life to experience their last moments as best as they can. You know, and that's why they start to look at things like staring out to the wilderness, because they're trying to appreciate the things in life that they didn't before when they were younger, such as the beauty about the water or the beauty about animals and just the peaceful moments that we overlooked when we were younger. But at some point, like I said, when you've gone through too much pain, sometimes the only thing you want is to just get some closure and die in peace. And it feels better to know that James is facing his past, facing his reality, and trying to eventually, you know, come to acceptance and forgiveness and go back to his wife in the other life, you know? Because, you know, you ever heard of like suicidal assistance? Why would you want somebody to suffer any longer by being alive just because people want you to be, well, alive, you know, just knowing that you're alive? But what if the person's suffering? What if they were in a vegetative state, as an example, and they were never able to move? They can't eat, they're paralyzed, and would you want to live like that? No. So, you know, that's the same thing. Sometimes people lose their whole family, their child, maybe they're the person they've been with for 20, 30, 50 years. Sometimes it's better for that person to just let go, you know? Yeah, and, you know, and I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get the Leave ending. Honestly, I really don't. Because I've definitely not gotten the Leave ending. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. See, this is what I imagine James would want when he dies. To see his wife.
I've missed you so much.
And for her to see him. You know?
I missed you too.
That's why I don't think the Leave Leave ending suits him.
Forever.
I feel like James's death ending suits him the most. So he can go and be with his family again.
No.
James. Honey. What's wrong?
She's gone.
I know you tried,
James, please.
but she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone. Mary's gone.
I know that now.
Stop it.
And I can't just keep pretending.
Shut up! What do you want? Do you even know anymore? I'm yours. I'm here for you. So what if I'm not her? I I can give you what she never could. I can be better than her.
Can't replace the original.
What else do you want me to be? What else can I be?
I mean, look at his eyes.
I am so sorry, Maria. I really am.
You can see the
This
pain
has to stop.
that he feels, that he misses his wife so much,
Go.
that he feels horrible for what he did.
No.
What?
I won't let you do this to me. I won't let you go.
Yeah, I never trusted
I
Maria.
can't.
Never since the beginning of the game. Yeah, I never trusted Maria since the beginning of the game. I don't know, something was off about her. Okay, here we go. Final boss fight. We'll definitely try to see how this goes. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Okay. Definitely have to be careful. These bugs are kind of making it very difficult for me to move away from. Yeah, they're kind of fast. The bugs and her. I think that's actually what her real name is. Her. That's the name of the boss. There we go, that's stage 1. Stage 1 is done. I think there's like 2 more stages to this fight, and then that's it. This looks really bad. Oh yeah, this looks really bad. Hopefully if I die, I don't have to redo the entire fight all over again. That would be ideal for me. Oh look, we got some stuff. Nice. I'm just like running away from a monster. I'm like, oh, there's nice things here. Uh-oh. Yikes. Okay. Bugs. Yikes. Okay, so where is the monster? That's a good question. Where is the monster? Is that the monster again? Where is she anyway? Coming down? You gonna come down? Maybe I should chase her. She doesn't chase me, I chase her. Oh. I can only get one shot in because it takes so long for the shotgun to actually register the second shot. So we'll definitely have to be careful about that. Actually, in the end, that time I got lucky. Okay, where is she? Where are you hiding this time? Maybe we should try whacking them. Nope, you cannot whack them. Oh, we are definitely... Oh, yikes. At least the moths don't really do that much damage, so that's pretty nice, actually. We gotta be careful. She can definitely show up right there. Aha, that's stage 2. I mean, it was worth a shot, right? That was actually a pretty good idea. Maybe I can try the shotgun on the moths or something. That would actually not be too bad. Okay, stage 3, I think. We need to get... Oh crap, okay. We need to get our rifle ready. This is a rifle fight for sure. Okay, whoa. She's kind of dangerous, holy crap. Oh crap, okay. Okay, we need a heal. Maybe the shotgun's a little bit better because she's a little hard to hit. Let's try the shotgun on the moths. Okay, so the shotgun does work on the moths. That's good. That's good to know. Hopefully we'll kill the monster. Oh, yikes. Hey. What the? I've got one health. One health thing left. That was a good hit. That was definitely a good hit right there. Switching guns is faster than reloading. Damn it. Wow, this monster is actually kind of hard to escape a little bit. Yeah, kind of difficult to escape. Okay, so let's get to the rifle. Damn it. Damn it. Oh shit. Damn it, see? Very hard to escape this monster. Okay, we don't have very many bullets left. And I'm all out of health items. Yes! Is that it? Is that it? Please tell me that's it. Somehow I feel like she's not dead. She's not dead. Wait, she is dead. She is dead. Shut up. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, no, that would have been a nightmare trying to melee that fight. This is it. This is the ending I wanted. Yeah, I wanted this ending, actually.
I miss you so much. I tried. I really did, but I can't. I just can't go on without
Thank you. Thank you. See? I can't go on without you.
Myself for what I've done.
And he can't forgive himself. I knew this is exactly what I thought James would be like.
I know this isn't what you would want. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You're not here. Are you?
I mean, throughout the entire game, this is exactly how he has been. He's been this way, like, exactly since the beginning. Drained and sad and just devoid of life. So he crashes his car and kills himself. Yeah. No, this is definitely like the
In
perfect
my restless dreams, I
ending.
see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know, I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me.
I don't think he hates you.
Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved. Especially you. And that's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon. So that you remember me for who I was. And not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live. For yourself. And for others. Like you did for me. James. You made me happy.
Oh, that's really sad. Like, I damn near fucking lost it, like, on a tear or two. You know, I would have, if that was my wife, I would not want to tell her, I would tell her I would not remember her for her ending moments, that I would remember her for all the good years and experiences and time that we spent together. Because everybody eventually dies in some way, and death is ugly. You know, death is not a pretty thing. Okay? People rot, people decay, people get, you know, really deathly sick, and, you know, it's not a pretty thing no matter what way you die. But the thing is that you can always remember them for, you know, the good times, you know, that you spent together. And I would have reminded her about that. I would have told her, if I was James, that, you know, spending all of that life with you meant the world to me. And, you know, I wouldn't have had it any other way. Even if it didn't end exactly the greatest, you know, with her getting sick and, you know, the relationship and the frustrations and stuff, it was still the fact that you had the love of your life for a long time, you know, good memories, good experiences, and that I got to share that time with you. That's what I would have told her. I think that would have been worth, and that she was worth it, and she made me feel like a better person, that she made me feel alive, and that even like what James said, without her, she's gone. There's nothing left for me. It's not the same with when she's gone. His life was just taken from him. And you look at the way he talks about his wife, even after he was still searching for her. He was always so excited, like life came back to him, like Mary, and how much he misses her. It was just really sad, and I think that was the perfect ending, that they could be together, because that's what Mary would have wanted. She didn't want him to really just move on and live life. Of course, we would want that for anybody, but of course, for ourselves as a single individual, we would want to hope that our partner would want to see us in the afterlife. Even though I'm not religious, the thing is like, we would hope that when you get married, that you would hope to see your partner in the next life. And that's why we always long to be with our family. We're like, I'm going to go home with my family. I'm going to go back to my family. I'm going to go back to my wife or my child who is in the afterlife, join them again. And I think that that's what she would have wanted as well. Wouldn't you? If it was the love of your life, why would you want to see them with someone else, moved on from you and forget you, But yeah, I think this game was very beautifully crafted. It just, even since the original game, the storyline will always hit the hardest, because you can kind of empathize and feel connected to each of the characters for what they went through, like Angela and Eddie, because some people out there like yourselves have been victims of sexual abuse or sexual assault, or even abuse or neglect or things like that. Some of you out there have been Eddie, where people have treated you like crap, talked to you like crap, and neglected you and belittled you and turned you into what felt like you were the crazy person or the unwanted person or the ignored person. Some of you out there are the Eddie. You may not look like Eddie, but you are the Eddie, the invisible man. And some of you out there are the Angela, where no one was there for you when you went through such trauma, and you're just lost and unworthy, feeling worthless and just wishing you were just gone. Some of you out there are, James, who have lost their family or their best friends, and now you're alone and you just feel no life left. Sure, you're like, oh, I'm only 30 something, 40 something, I still have a life to live. But when you've had that one true love in life, like that one true love, it's not like the next partner can just somehow magically replace that. It's not going to be the same. It's like trying to have a mom and then she passes away, and now you have another person who's become kind of like your mother figure or your father figure or your new best friend, but it's not the same, And that's why, like I said, when you've lost so much, there's a part of you that will never recover. And that was James. That was people like myself. That was people like Alan Wake, maybe, And that's the reason why I think this game is so much better than the other ones, is because we don't get this kind of emotional connection that we do with the other Silent Hill games. The other Silent Hills don't have this much oomph. And that's why I think this was the perfect ending for James. And I do think that it definitely felt very emotional. It was definitely enough for me to cry about it. I think this game was absolutely worth the money. And I give a clap for an applause for those who created this game. Did a very good job. And I thank you guys also for watching Silent Hill 2 Remake, because now that it's over, I can move on to other games in the future. And I really do think that this is going to be a good memory for people, I know that there's 8 different endings, but honestly, that was just good. that was perfect. It was just like the Ghost of Tsushima, where the Ghost of Tsushima, the ending that I chose was to give what my uncle wanted, to give him his end of his suffering, you know, to take his life. Because people don't understand that Lord Shimura, your uncle, you know, as an example, was a very traditional man, and he has his ways. You can't change that. He's an old guy, you know, and sure, you could have just left him there, but he would have probably ended up taking his own life anyway. But at least if you really truly loved your uncle that much in the Ghost of Tsushima, you would have respected him for what he tried to be, what he tried to give you and teach you and raise you. And even though you deterred from his kind of lifestyle, at least give him the love and honor and respect to take his life so he doesn't have to take it for himself in shame, you know? And that's why the Ghost of Tsushima was such a powerful ending, and this one as well, powerful ending. Anyways, I thank you guys, and thank you for the well done and insightful playthrough. Thank you. And thank you also, Goliath, for experiencing this moment with me as well. Pretty much that, I think, is going to be the end of today's video. I didn't expect it to end within an hour, and honestly, as much as I could go on to a second game, I think this will probably be enough for right now, because I want to make sure I get enough sleep, you guys get enough sleep. When I come back, we'll start up the next games, which is like Mirror's Edge, Resident Evil Revelations, Candleman, and quite a handful of many others I've listed until the release of Resident Evil Requiem. There's Resident Evil Requiem, Reanimal, and then there's like another one comes out all in February, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. You know, so we'll definitely be looking forward to February. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you for joining me in Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I hope that I see you again in the future videos. Alright? Everybody, take care. And I'll see you again. See you later.